Today's game is sponsored by Mooney Eye Care, Tichenor and Satterley, Acadia Counseling, Kelly Hubbard, Remax Results, Crown Realty, 811, call before you dig. M&J Landscaping, Luke Penrod, Real Estate and Photography, and Dryer Bench Squad.
After taking the loss Friday night at Collins, the Spencer County Bears bounced back quickly on Saturday with an 80-74 victory over 8th Reach in Power, Grant County. Tonight, the Bears will host a team they have never played in modern basketball history, and we have it all for you right here on GHP-SPORTS. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spencer County High School. Alongside John Hutchins, I am Bo Bruner, and we're here for another night of Bears basketball. And, John, with what I call the toughest game on the schedule looming on Friday.
Yeah.
For both the boys and the girls.
Yeah, that's right.
But Coach Burns knows this is a DOS team, despite their record, that he cannot overlook.
No, he cannot overlook this team at all. One, they had some injuries earlier in the season. They've had some players be able to come back. The competition that they played so far, their record just their talent level far surpasses what you look at in the stat book.
So since we have no prior history, John, these schools playing, let's talk about this team, this DOS team as a whole, and we'll get to the players later on. But these DOS Dragons come to Taylorsville tonight. They're carrying a 5-16 record. But, John, that's very deceiving. Some of their losses include number 2 Lexington Catholic, who they had a chance to win that game late and ended up losing by 2. They've lost to number 17 PRP, number 18 Male, a team that beat Spencer County by 5, and number 21 Western, to go along with 2 traditional out-of-state powers in Jeffersonville over in Indiana and Knoxville Catholic in Tennessee. So, John.
I just want to add to those a little bit, just so some of our viewers kind of tie this together a little bit with some of the teams that Spencer County's already played this year. Bullitt East, a team that Spencer County ended up going to double overtime to beat. They did lose to them, but only by 7. So it kind of shows a little bit, and this is early in the season while they had some people out. And still also early in the season, they beat an Oldham County team that took Spencer County down to the wire here in this gym and had people injured at the time. That 5-16 record is very deceiving.
Yeah, he's got the team in the right ballpark.
Yes, he does.
The numbers are just falling on the wrong side of the equation, and that's something that Coach Allender is trying to build in this, his first season. So we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we'll break down a few of these chess pieces that Coach Allender has at his disposal, plus a whole lot more right here on GHP Sports.
Oh, that's a bad call.
That was a great call.
That's the worst call I've ever seen.
Great call.
Horrible. It's a horrible call.
Sports fans don't often see things the same way.
Terrible call.
That was a good call.
Terrible call.
But there's one call everyone can agree on. Call 811 before you dig, the free service that helps you avoid utility lines while you're digging. Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Safety!
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. We're about 8 or so minutes away from tip-off tonight. Spencer County Bears be taking on the Dragons from Doss High School over in the 6th region. Spencer County's 3-1 against teams in the 6th region so far this year. And John knows I've got them wrote down. North Bullitt, Bullitt East,
Yep.
Fairdale, and Bullitt Central. Spencer County has played this year. They did lose to Fairdale in the King of the Bluegrass, but wins in every other one of those games.
Yeah, Spencer County's done really well so far with those different games, and some impressive wins with that. And even the one that they lost to Fairdale, I believe it was 4 points, is all that they lost to Fairdale by. So it was a very competitive game in that game. Of course, all of our viewers out there, all you Spencer County fans, you know what type of talent Coach Burns brings to the floor with his team, and it's a team to watch no matter who they're playing.
The Dragons are coached by Zach Allender. He's in his first year at Doss. Before Doss, he was head coach for 4 seasons at his alma mater, Nelson County, from 2016 to 2020, where he had a 37-77 record. Now, John, during his playing days, he went to, of course, played at Nelson County, went on to play at Campbellsville. In 2007, he was the Mid-South Conference Co-Player of the Year, and that is senior year, where he averaged 20 points and 9 rebounds a game. Now, for the players, John, top scorer, Marcus Barker, leads the way for the Dragons, 21.1 points, 4.3 rebounds, 36% shooter from long range.
Yeah, phenomenal shooter from the outside. And with the rebounding effort that he makes, the points per game that he makes, really the only kind of, if you want to call it a dog on his stat line at all, suffers a little bit from the free throw line, 68.6 from free throw, but still somebody, Spencer County's going to have to account for Marcus Barker all the time, every time they're down the court. You give him that little bit of daylight beyond the arc, and he's going to make you pay for it.
Lee Twan Bray, 18.9, 6.8 points a game, big-time scorer and rebounder, despite only being 5'11".
Yeah, does a phenomenal job being able to crash the boards. He does shoot a little bit from three. Doesn't take a lot of shots. He's right around 30% from three-pointer when he does take it. And again, a common theme that I'm seeing about amongst these Doss Dragons, not the best free throw shooter either. And so it's one of those things that maybe could come down to that. If it boils down to it, Spencer County sending them to the line could actually be a benefit in this game. But those two players that you mentioned right off the bat, this team from the Doss Dragons are averaging 52.9 points a game. Those two players in themselves, you put their points per game together, 40.9 points per game. So if Spencer County's able to try to shut those two guys down and force the rest of the team to beat them, that, to me, is at least somewhat of a winning strategy for Coach Burns.
And, John, the straw that I think stirs the drink for this Dragon squad, 6'3" senior Cameron Ross.
Yep.
Ross is just getting back into the lineup after suffering a knee injury back in October. He's averaging 11.8, 6.4 rebounds a game. His first game back was January 9th against Male, and that was the first game that they played in the LIT.
Yep.
And they lost that game, but now the Dragons have won 3 of the 5 games that he's played in. Now, having said that, 3 of 5, they've only won 5 games all year long. They've won 3 of those games in the last 2 weeks since he come back.
Yeah, with Ross on the court. And that's why I mentioned those games earlier in the season that our viewers would recognize when it come to Oldham County, when it come to Bullitt East. And, of course, everybody understands Lexington Catholic that you had mentioned that game. These were games that this Doss team was competing in without Cameron Ross on the floor. And so for him to come back, be 3 of 5, win 3 games, 3 of the last 5 games with Cameron Ross, and you have how competitive this team was earlier in the season without him, this is a team you don't want to turn your back on.
Definitely. It will not be a skip through the park tonight for the Bears. Now, for Spencer County, they lost a tough one on Friday, John, at Collins.
Yep.
And, we talked about it since then, and we even talked about it a little bit on the air, where it just seemed like the 50-50 balls, they just got out-hustled.
They did. I don't want to say that Collins wanted it more, but it seemed like it, at least in the first half. Collins really out-hustled Spencer County in that first half. Got those rebounds, got those opportunities, forced turnovers, made it difficult for Spencer County to set up in their half court. And even when they did, Collins was on them. I mean, it was just right on Rice. Boom. They were on them, face guarding them all over and making it difficult for them to really get into their half court offense. Now, the second half, turn the page. Second half was a different half. And I've actually had a discussion with a few of the players since that game and told them, you forget that first half of that Collins game. That second half, build off of that, because in my book, Spencer County outplayed Collins in the second half of that game. They were just too far in the hole to be able to come back and get the victory.
And building off that second half is exactly what they did. Saturday, less than 24 hours later, they travel over to Henry County. They get that all-important game in Henry County's gym, since that's where the region is played. And they got a win over a very good Grant County squad. And, John, Cam Cox led the Bears, 4 Bears in double figures. He had 27, hit 4 of 5 from outside to raise his percentage to 42.2% for three-point range.
Yeah, phenomenal percentage. And I was actually, mentioned talking to a few of the players. We got a chance to talk to Camden Cox before the game, and we were talking about that. And I told him, and I honestly believe this, I love the fact that he can hit those three-pointers. Him and Luke Earhart, we've said it 100 times. If they're in the gym, they're in range. One thing I really appreciate about Cam Cox this year and what he's been able to do, he's added so much more to the rebounding aspect of his game, where he's crashing boards harder, making himself more of a complete player, team player for this Spencer County Bears squad, and just it's so much more well-rounded. And it's something that the team needed, somebody else that can come off of that wing position to be able to get some of the longer rebounds, get up in the air and pull them down, and those types of plays are the difference-making plays. He's going to hit his threes, but you limit those possessions and you get rebounds like Cam Cox has been able to do recently, and it just does so much for this team.
He's also 9th in the state in made threes per game at 3.4 made threes per game. Earhart in that game had 18, Baird 16, and Armstrong came off the bench to add 11 points and 7 rebounds. So, John, I was fiddling around today, had a little extra time, looking at some different stats and stuff like this. This, to me, is going to be a long-range shootout.
It is.
These two teams this year combined have shot over 1,000 three-pointers. Now, think about that for a minute,
It's crazy.
folks. In 40 games combined, they've shot over 1,000 three-pointers between the two. 40% of the shots that DOS takes are threes, and that sounds like a lot.
It does sound like a lot, but
Spencer County is 51% of the shots they take are three-point shots. So I do believe that this is going to be a long-range shootout. Can someone hit double figures from long range, and that may be the one that gets the victory tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. I tend to look at a little bit more of the grittier part of it, though, too. Because you do have those big averages. You do have these people that can reach out and make those shots. To me, it's going to boil down to rebounds. It's going to boil down to the fact that who can crash that glass, be able to get those rebounds, and be able to do things extra in order to get those extra possessions. Oh, real quick, though, I know we're about to go to Steve Hume. I just want to put a shout-out. Spencer County freshman boys, last night, beat North Oldham for the league championship, and so congratulations to them. We got, the future looks really bright here at Spencer County in all facets of athletics.
So at this time, we are going to go down to Mr. Stephen Hume, and we do have our color guard on the court for our national anthem and then our starting lineups.
Have a great contest. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Spencer County High School Junior ROTC color guard, Cadet Snow, Cadet Waldridge, Cadet Assay, and Cadet Neal, as they present our nation's colors. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone, please remove your headgear as our Spencer County High School band will play our national anthem. If everyone could please remain standing till our flags have left the court. And now for our starting lineups. First up, for the Dulce Dragons, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Keyshawn Bowman. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Marcus Barker. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 4, Terrius Lewis. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 10, Leetwan Bray. And at forward, a 6'2" junior, number 24, Quentin Shaw. Head coach for the Dragons, Zach Allender. And now for your Spencer County Bears. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 3, Kellen Marksbury. At guard, a 6' junior, number 5, Luke Gerhardt. At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Bryce Roar. At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 24, Captain Cobb. And at forward, a 6'4" senior, number 30, Jonathan Cole. Head coach of the Bears, Jason Burns.
Normal starting 5 for Coach Burns, Kellen Marksbury, Luke Earhart, Bryce Rourke, Camden Cox, and Jonathan Combs. For the Dragons, it will be Keyshawn Bowman, Marcus Barker, Terrius Ludus, Leetwan Bray, and Quentin Shaw. And John, this side of the building to our left, which is the side that you guys are watching the game from.
It is packed.
There is not a seat to be had.
No. There's a few seats on the other side of the court, but not a lot there. That's starting to fill up fast, too.
And we are underway. Tip controlled by Doss. That's Barker, leading scorer with the ball. Bears start out man-to-man. Marksbury tips it away. It's off running for the Bears. Gets it up to Combs for the easy deuce.
Nice rim run there. Good eyes by Kellen Marksbury going down that court, being able to pick up his teammate running down the lane.
Lewis fakes the 3, gives the ball back to Barker. Barker from the wing. Tries to drive on Marksbury, goes down low underneath. That shot partially blocked from behind by Cox. Rourke gets the ball across for the Bears. Doss also will start man-to-man. Combs from the corner. Get the ball over to Cox. Looking down low to Combs. Lobs it inside. Just out of his reach. It's going to go out of bounds off Jonathan Combs. Turnover on the Bears.
Difficult pass right there to try to make. Jonathan Combs being covered pretty good there by Quentin Shaw. And, you try to lob that over top, try to get it just to it. It's got to be just perfect.
Three-point shot up and is good. That Keyshawn Bowman. Doss takes the 3-2 lead. Rourke over to Marksbury. Go down low to Combs. Back out to Earhart. Bears reset the offense. Rourke goes back to Combs. Obvious. This is something Coach Burns has in his repertoire for tonight. We're going to force the ball down low, John. Another three-point shot up by Bowman. That's no good. Rebounded by Cox. And Coach Burns, all the way out to midcourt, wants a timeout.
Yeah, he sees something right off the bat that he's not very happy with, or sees something that he feels like he has an advantage with that needs to make some changes right off the bat. Spencer County so far down there, looking, like you said, looking to Jonathan Combs, looking on that inside, trying to get the ball down low to him. Got a little bit of a height advantage there. Of course, we love Jonathan Combs' little hook shot that he makes, Bo. He just does that to perfection, a little bit of feel that he has with that touch shot. But, you know, it's one of those things that Burns is not going to let things go long, especially the fact when you face this team and already Keyshawn Bowman hitting a three-pointer, shooting 34.6% from three-pointer. I mean, you cannot let this outside game that Doss has take you out of the game that you're trying to play if you're Coach Burns.
Marksbury gets it to Earhart. Luke, left-hand dribble, goes down low to Combs. That shot's blocked. Go back out to Rourke. Long three. It's good. Luke Earhart. 5-3 Bears. Bray looking to drive on Rourke. Gets the free throw line. Down in the corner. Back out to Barker. Barker now with the taller Combs on him. Pulls up, jumper, no good. Rebounded again by Cox. Bears off and running. Cam all the way into the lane. Turn around, back up and in.
Number one rule, Bo.
Stop the ball, man.
I'm glad they didn't, though.
That's what you teach them at a very young age. Bray. Fadeaway jumper from the baseline. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Combs. Gets it up to Earhart. Luke to the middle of the lane. Up with the left hand. It's good.
Luke so good off the dribble on the drive, and I think it catches a lot of teams off guard. He doesn't have the size really to go inside against a lot of these, but he will make them look foolish when he gets in there around the rim.
Bray, top of the key, guarded by Cox. He's up with the left hand. It's good. Now we got a timeout by Coach Allender. It's going to be a full timeout for Doss.
2 early timeouts in this game, one by each team, and I mean, something they're not liking. I mean, I'm seeing some good things from both teams, but obviously,
it's obviously something in both teams' scouting reports.
Yeah.
That the coaches have already told the teams about.
Yeah.
And the teams aren't doing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Coach Allender, I noticed after Luke Earhart made that almost from half court three, it wasn't, but I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit. He was back. He was off that line quite a ways. And as soon as that shot was made, Coach Allender is just emphatic, stomping over there, pointing. And he was upset at the fact that they weren't coming out to cover Luke Earhart on a shot like that, knowing that he can take it. But something that's impressed me so far, Spencer County on the offensive side of the ball, we've noticed, yes, they're trying to work inside with Jonathan Combs. I am thrilled to see all 5 guys moving. They're not standing around. They're running to get to their spots. They're moving like they need to do to get that defense out of position and give themselves some open looks.
Same 5 on the floor for both squads out of that timeout. 4:32 left to go in the first. Your Spencer County Bears lead by 4. Earhart from the wing. Back to Marksbury. Give it up to Cox. Cox looking to drive. Step back, picks up his dribble, goes back door to Rourke for the layup.
Nice look. I think Burns had seen something in the way they were playing their defense, and found that rim run.
Long three-point shot up, no good. Rebounded again by Cox. I think that's 3 for him already. Earhart wide open, corner 3, in and out, no good. Combs back up and in.
Doss not really trying to get back too quick on defense. really giving Spencer County some great opportunities if they move the ball down the court fast.
Jonathan Combs blocked that one with his elbow.
Yeah. This is something I talked to her early before the game and had a few conversations about this game. And, of course, looking at the roster from Doss, they don't really go all that deep with a lot of production. And this is another opportunity. Coach Burns runs across this a lot. If he can run them, he can get them tired.
Step back. Shot is good. That's the James Harden step back walk.
Luke
Earhart in for the layup. Bray spins, goes out. 3-point shot up by Lewis is no good. Rebounded by Armstrong, who's checked in for the Bears. Quick pass up to Cox from the wing. He'll take that three. It's good. 18-7. Barker. Shot up over Marksbury. It's good. Cox makes another three. This time he's going to drive to the basket. Goes over in the corner. Back up top to Armstrong. Marksbury between the circles will reset. Combs from the wing. Left-hand dribble. Got tapped from behind. It's going to stay with Spencer County. No, we're going to get a foul.
We are going to get a foul. I believe that's going to be on Quentin Shaw.
That's his first, team's first
foul of the game. It's been pretty clean. And I'm honest with that. I'm not saying I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's not getting called. I'm not saying that it's rough and the officials are letting them play. It's been a clean game.
Keaton Baird, who's checked in now for the Bears. Baird into lane, left hand, up and in. Bears by 11.
I like that little stutter that Keaton had right before he took that shot. Gathered himself, made sure he wasn't out of control before he put it up.
Ross with Armstrong on him, goes up, no good. Rebounded by Barron. Barron pushes it out to Earhart. Earhart from the wing behind the back dribble. Into lane, shots up. That's goaltended.
That should be a goaltend. We've got the review up here if we need it. That ball was on the way down.
The only question in that was it already below the rim?
I don't know. It is what it is, and it's not going to change.
Spencer County's ball either way.
Yep.
Earhart, again, left-hand dribble. Reverse layup, up and in. He finds a way.
He does.
Even as small as he is, John, to get the ball up amongst the trees.
Well,
it's going to be Doss basketball.
But Luke Earhart, talking about him underneath the basket, he does such a great job not only with his body control and how he goes in and maintains that control, but he uses that basket so well to help protect himself from the ball being blocked by going underneath, getting those reverse layups just to keep the defender out of position.
Shot by Barker, no good. Rebounded by Baird. Bears back the other way. Minute 15 left to go in the first. Bears lead by 13. That lob pass by Earhart just not high enough. Bray gets it off to Barker. Wing three, no good. Rebounded by Jackson. He'll take the three. That's no good. Rebound back up and in by Powell. Second chance opportunities there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about early in the game.
That shot's blocked. Dragons off and running. Bray, little Euro step in for the layup.
.35 seconds left.
Earhart. Ball's tapped into the backcourt. Take the long three. It's good. Then he leaves it up there for a little while. 25-13. Bears by 12. Bray into the lane. Going to get a foul called on Luke Earhart. First one on Luke.
Yep.
Team's first. Is this the goaltend here, John?
We might have to take a look at that when we come back from our first quarter break. Because I tell you what, we had to get back to the game here, but it was awful close to starting to come back down when we got back.
Bray makes both free throws. Bears 10 seconds left, 25-15. Barron in the corner, loops to Earhart.
2 seconds.
He's going to get a shot off, and he gets fouled.
It's going to be on Marcus Barker, I'm sorry. His first, team second. Earhart will shoot 3 with 0.1 seconds left on the clock.
Coach Allender is in that official's ear. He didn't care for that call too much. So Luke makes the first. Luke, 87% from the free throw line this year. Definitely the one the Bears want there. Dadgummit.
What'd you do? See, I just don't talk during these, Bo. Come on.
And Earhart makes 2 of 3. Cam's going to check in for Luke. Give him just a little 0.1 second more of a break.
Very short break. Will not have a chance to. They're going to catch in the air and shoot.
Yep. So that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Spencer County 27, Doss 15. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville reminds you that clogged or restricted dryer vents are the primary cause of dryer vent fires. Have your dryer exhaust vents inspected and cleaned by a professional at least once a year. Presented by the Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville. Dryer vent cleaning, rerouting, and repairing. Stay safe, save money, and time. 502-712-0333. DryerVentSquad.com. Dryer Vent Squad, we get the lint out, serving Louisville and surrounding counties.
Back here at Spencer County High School,
we're
going to get another look here. This shot by Earhart. That ball is definitely on its way down and not below the rim.
Not below the rim. That was a goaltend. Yep. It's a good look. Too bad we don't have instant replay in high school basketball, but that's all right. But real quick before we get started on this, just point out Luke Earhart, 14 points so far in that first quarter alone. Camden Cox, 4 rebounds. So both of them showing up big, doing what they need to do for their teams to win tonight.
Spencer County 3 of 5. We talked about somebody getting to double figures in 3-pointers tonight. John, Spencer County well on their way with 3, but so does Doss. They're 3 of 6.
Going to have a turnover
on
underneath.
The Bears.
Yep.
Ross. The handoff goes back to Barker. Barker gets it to Bray. Corner jumper is good from the elbow. 27-17. Cox drives to the elbow. Nothing there. Over to Combs. Back to Cox again. Cox partially blocked on that 3. Long pass down to Ross. Tries to go in the corner to Bray. It's tapped out of bounds by Cox to stay with the Dragons. Bray, top of the key. Take 3 over Cox is no good. Rebounded by Ross. Back up strong. It's in.
Spencer County's got to crash those boards a little bit harder than that if they're going to be able to hang with this team. So far, Bo, it's been a track meet. We talked about that before, that this is going to be fast-paced, which I do think leans towards Spencer County, having the depth coming off the bench that they do. But still, a lot of players out there huffing and puffing right now.
That foul's on Leitwan Bray, his first, team's third. Backdoor again to Rourke. Go out to Combs. Corner three. Air ball. Ball tapped out of bounds. It's going to go off Barker, I thought, but they're saying off of Rourke. Doss basketball. Bray from the wing. A lot of dribbling, not going anywhere, John. Three over top of Cox, no good.
Yeah, you're going to get a foul right there.
Armstrong up strong for that rebound. We're going to get a foul on Cameron Ross. It'll be his first. Team's fourth. As Baird, Marksbury, and Earhart check back in for the Bears. Earhart in the lane. Loses it going up.
We're going to get a foul called. Coach Allender is losing his mind over there. Fouls on 15. Anthony Jackson.
Team's fifth. Earhart at the line for two. Zip.
Oh, Coach Allender had to sit down. He's like
First one by Earhart is good.
Number 1, Bowman. Number 24, Shaw.
Bowman and Shaw check back in for the Dragons. Earhart makes them both. There's a little 2-2-1 pressure. Long cross-court pass. Go down low. Its shot is blocked by Baird. We're going to get him for a foul. First foul on Keaton Baird. Team second.
Baird, his first.
First shot by Shaw is good. Misses the second. Fifth rebound by Camden Cox. Long three by Cox. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Barker. Barker into the lane. Up with the left hand and in.
Got to stop the ball.
Rourke hands off to Earhart. Earhart all the way in, easy layup.
That's 18 for Luke Earhart so far in the first half of this game.
Corner, three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Baird. Cox had his hand on that one. Keaton all the way into the lane, up with the left hand, no good. Barker goes from underneath the basket to half court without a dribble. 31-24. Bears lead cut to 7. Cox, wing three. It's good. Second three of the night by Cam Cox. Bray guarded by Marksbury. Into the lane. Goes out to Barker. Long wing three is good.
Spencer County been quite a few trips now down on defense, running a 2-3 zone, Bo, and I don't know. At least the game I'm watching, I felt like they were very effective in man-to-man. I'm surprised Coach Burns hasn't went back to that.
Stolen away by Doss. Gets it up to Barker. Behind the back pass. Up and in by Bowman.
5-point game.
Has been cut from 12 to 5. Baird in the lane, takes the foul. We go to the free throw line. Going to pick up the foul on Bray. That is, it's his second.
Yep.
Foul on Alexander Bray, his second.
Team 6 foul. Keaton Baird will step to the line for the Bears. Misses the first.
Number 5, Bradford.
Radford has checked into the game for the Dragons. Rebounded by Bray.
That's going to be a cheap one on Rourke.
Can't reach in like that. First foul on Bryce, team's third. 34-29, 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Barker drives hard to the lane, pushes off. Going to get a foul on Kellen Marksbury. His first, team's fourth. The Bears will be in the bonus the rest of the way. And he's pushing off every time, John. Rebounded by Marksbury. Kellen.
Is that not a foul?
Barker's using that chicken wing every time he goes to take a shot.
I think there was a set of shoulder pads on down there to take out Kellen and get that ball.
Cox in the corner, looks down low to Baird. Now feeds it to him. Baird up with the left hand. It's good.
Great job by Keaton there, using his body to be able to shield the defender there and get that shot off.
36-29. Bray. Cross court pass. Goes to Radford. Back to Bray. Gets the elbow. Jumper is good.
Basket is good by Bray.
Earhart off to Rourke. Baird drives the baseline.
Got his man up. Foul.
Took the harm. Shot goes in. 38-31.
Baird showing a lot of strength to be able to finish that shot off.
Bray over to Radford. 16-footer, air ball, rebounded by Rourke. Bryce gives it long three by Earhart is good. 21 now for Luke Earhart. Shaw in the lane, off the glass and in.
Basket is good by Shaw.
Marksbury. Right hand dribble.
Can you hear?
Underneath the basket. Cox from the corner. High arcing shot. No good. Ball tapped around. Rebounded by Marksbury. Out to Earhart. Wing three. It's good.
24.
Gonna get a foul on Rourke. Be his second. Team's fifth.
I was hoping to see the offensive foul there. Like you mentioned earlier, a lot of chicken wings going on out there.
Be the last we see of Rourke in his first half with just a minute to go. Bears have pushed the lead back out to 11. Ross tries to go down low, had the shot. John probably should have took it. Stolen away by Earhart. Luke up, off the glass and in.
26. Wow.
Bray in the lane. That's up and good. 38 seconds left. Track meet still going. 3-point shot is up. No good. Ball tapped around Marksbury. Goes to Earhart. Wing three. It's good.
29. 29 points in the first half.
Radford goes to Ross. Tries to go back to the middle. Stolen away by Cox.
10 seconds.
Cox gets the top of the key. Pulls up. Goes over to Marksbury in the corner. Drives baseline. Tries to go to Baird's. Tapped out of bounds. Stay with the Bears with 3 seconds left. Marksbury will throw the ball in for the Bears. Gets it to Baird. Baird up, no good. Gets his own. Back up and in.
That's good.
And your score at the half, Spencer County 51, Doss 35. And we even had Coach Burns coming back for the interview that time.
We did.
Our mic is not
difficulty.
working. We got some battery issues we'll have to check into. But anyway, we're going to step away here for just a couple of minutes, and John and I will get some stuff together. We'll be right back. Your score at the half, Spencer County 51, Doss 35. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
The People's Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the SCHS Bears. The People's Bank is an independent, local community bank dedicated to serving Spencer and surrounding counties. At the People's Bank, we are here to serve you with deposit accounts, mortgage loans, construction and land loans, as well as business and personal loans. The People's Bank is conveniently located with 2 locations, 23 West Main Street in historic downtown Taylorsville, and a branch at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville. Or you can visit us at our website, www.tpbtaylorsville.com. Banking excellence since 1903. The People's Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give me a call. Luke Penrod with United Realty of Louisville. My phone number is 502-639-7271, and feel free to look on my website, penrodrealtor.com. And let me help you find your dream home.
Our Spencer County High School Dance Clinic.
Tonight's game is proudly sponsored by Titchener and Satterley, attorneys at law, Taylorsville, Kentucky.
So let's all give them a big round of applause and welcome to the floor our future Bears dance team members.
Curious what your home is worth? Visit brownrealty.com. Brown Realty, serving Spencer County and beyond for nearly 20 years. Brown Realty, your local realtor.
RE/MAX Results is thrilled to announce the opening of a new satellite office in Taylorsville, Kentucky, and the start of the Kelly Hubbock real estate team. Kelly is very passionate about this community and the needs of its citizens, and we're so proud of what she's accomplished so far and what the future holds for her and Taylorsville, Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock. I have been a resident of Spencer County for a little over 10 years now. In addition to real estate, I serve as the president of the Spencer County Taylorsville Chamber of Commerce, and I can think of no better place to put down roots, both professionally and personally, than in Spencer County. The sheer beauty of the county alone is second to none, and the people are amazing. Everybody knows everybody. It's very much a small town community feel, and the neighbors will quite literally give you the shirts off their back if you need it. So I am honored to be a resident and a business owner out here, and I look forward to assisting the citizens of this community for years to come.
Back here at Spencer County High Schools, we have our future Bears dance team out on the floor tonight. And, John, first half, very exciting. Up and down the floor. Bears 51 points in the first half, all on the back of Luke Earhart, 29 points, 5 of 7 threes for Luke. Spencer County, 7 of 14 in that first half.
Yeah, unreal from three-point range. Unreal from any shooting type of a situation. Spencer County shooting 59% from the floor in that first half to 41% for Doss. And so it was great effort there. Turnovers, Spencer County 4 turnovers, Doss with 3, so pretty clean. Both teams kind of protecting the ball pretty well. Rebounding, though, this is the biggie for me. Spencer County, 15 rebounds in that first half to 7 rebounds for Doss. And so doing a great job on the glass for Spencer County. Got to continue to keep that up. And then when you're shooting the ball like you are, you get those rebounds like they are, it's just a recipe for success.
Both teams taking the ball, care of the ball pretty well. 4 turnovers on the Bears, 3 for the Dragons. And I do want to say, got a update from the girls game. Girls playing over at South Oldham. Remember, folks, they're in the midst of that 3 games where they played number 1, number 3, and number 5. Number 5 now in the region. Spencer County leads South Oldham 29-21 at the half. That game over at South Oldham High School.
Yeah, looking at some individual stats from that first half, obviously we were keeping track to the end of that second quarter. Luke Earhart leading the way, 29 points. Camden Cox coming up there, also helping out a lot, 8 points, 5 rebounds for him. When you look at Doss, led the way by Bowman, Keyshawn Bowman, 10 points for him, and then Bray's with 9 points. They both lead the way for the Doss Dragons in that first half. But still, really, in all honesty, not a bad shooting effort from either team. Even the 41% from Doss, it might be down a little bit. As a team, they average 41.9% from the floor anyway throughout the season. So they're right on where they normally are. It's just, honestly, Bo, I think it's the rebounding effort from the Spencer County Bears that's just given them so many more opportunities and so many more possessions to be able to get those shots off and then to shoot as well as they are. It's just been an unreal effort.
Well, early in that first quarter, Coach Burns called that early timeout. There was multiple offensive rebounds by the Dragons down here. Coach Burns got that quick 30-second timeout, and that has almost been non-existent since.
Yeah, it's made it very difficult now to the Dragons' credit, to Doss's credit. They've also been very successful, though, at the dribble drive. They've been able to beat some people off the dribble, get down the lane. Of course, mentioned there in the second quarter, we're seeing a little bit of zone. Burns went back to man for a couple and then went back to zone. I don't know what he's seeing in it, but, I trust me, I'm no basketball coach. He knows way more about basketball than I do. I just felt like was really doing a lot better job of shutting down their offense while we were playing man to man. But still, Doss able to dribble drive, be able to get in and make some points that way. And, of course, that's helped them out, too, with their shooting percentage. And then on top of that, with their lack of rebounds, just simply because they're making a lot of shots on this end of the court.
51. I believe that's the most the Bears have scored in a half this year, John. I know they've not scored 100 yet this year, so they are on track to get there.
But you mentioned earlier about the double digits on the three-pointers, and you also said 7 of 14 for the Spencer County Bears first half, 4 of 10 for the Doss Dragons. And so Spencer County definitely leading the way in the three-pointers. Got to see that continue. But, of course, we talk about adjustments that Coach Burns is going to make at halftime. He's going to try to slow down that dribble drive. He's got to try to shut them down in that lane. But Coach Allender, on the other hand, is sitting there looking at number 5 dressed in white tonight and telling his boys we are going to shut him down because he is just beating the snot out of us right now.
And Luke definitely lighting it up, 5 of 6 and 5 of 7 from outside the arc for Earhart. All year long, we're going to catch Coach Burns right here.
You're on, I think.
Who am I talking to here?
You're talking to all of us.
Good first half. They came back a little bit in the beginning of the second quarter. What do you think changed in the last 2 minutes to get that lead? Well,
we got a little late. It's actually our offense. Our offense kind of gave up. Didn't take very good shots and played a bad defense. But luckily, we tightened it back up.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you all.
Thanks a lot, Morgan. We appreciate you going down there and doing that for us. Might be seeing more of Morgan with us. She's been doing a great job. She might be seeing her a little bit with football, too, next season. You stay tuned to GHP Sports.
Done a little bit of everything. She's done the halftime interviews. You know, we fired Phillips from last week.
Well, when he came in here and he said that he saw me doing the halftime interview at the last game.
He told on himself, folks. So in case y'all wanted to know, he was on his way down here for our game, and he wanted to set the game up on TV for his wife. And when he got it set up, when the TV came on, John was doing the halftime interview.
Yep.
He just figured he'd stay at home then. So
well,
we're going to count him AWOL for that one.
Yeah. But no, still, Morgan, Tristan, Kaylin, Noah, all the kids that work with us here at GHP Sports out in the trailer, everything they do, we appreciate what all you all do. You guys do a great job, and we hope to have you around for a while. And Madison, too. And
we'll throw in Justin.
Our unofficial statisticians over here with Justin and Derek. Honestly,
they're kids too.
We appreciate them. We couldn't do this. The fact that we can rattle off the stats to all you at home.
Yeah.
It's all because of them.
Yeah, trust me and John have nothing to do with that.
I'd had my shoes off about 2 minutes into the first quarter trying to keep up with some of
my
this
computer
stuff,
got turned all sideways before the game started, and I had 3 or 4 people up here trying to figure out how to get it back. We got her figured out though, and we're getting ready to start the second half. Spencer County leads 51-35, and again, the girls' game going on over at South Oldham. We have them up here. They are ahead 29-21 as we are just now starting the second half over at South Oldham.
Doss will have the ball to start the second half. Spencer County with the starting 5 out on the floor: Jonathan Combs, Luke Earhart, Bryce Rourke, Kellen Marksberry, and Camden Cox.
Barker, top of the key, goes over to Bowman, back up top. Bray with the elbow jumper.
That's a great shot, too. I love seeing a kid take. We've talked about that before.
The pull-up jump shot is kind of a lost art. Everybody wants to continue through, and you end up getting a lot of charges and things like that. And then you got that.
Answer there by Camden Cox.
Barker, top of the key. Doss looking toward the middle. Bray gives it to Barker. Pump fake. It's going to put up a corner 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Combs. Push the ball out to Earhart. He'll go in for the easy left-hand layup. And shoots it with his right hand.
2-point basket by Earhart.
Long 3 by Bowman's no good. He was out in Cox and Earhart territory there, John.
Yeah. But appreciate how quick Spencer County was able to get back and settle on defense. All 5 guys down the court waiting on that ball to come down. They're doing a great job running the court.
Earhart in for another easy layup. Bray dribbles, gets in the lane, shots up and in. Marksberry pushes it up to Combs. Back to Kellen. Rourke gets it to Cox. Combs, top of the key. Dribble handoff to Rourke. Bryce drives in, right-handed layup.
Nobody even tried to stop him.
3 wide open layups for the Bears here in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Barker, the bigger Cox on him. Or Combs. So it's in the lane, tapped around, rebounded by Marksbury. Tried to get it out to Earhart. Tapped out of bounds and stay with the Bears.
No, Bo, I've always, obviously everybody out there knows we're Spencer County. We're homers. But I tell you what, these DOS basketball players off the dribble, incredible moves. Great first step.
Quick.
Able to get people out of position. It's fun to watch.
Marksbury in the corner. Goes to Earhart. Quick three, air ball. Rebounded by Combs. Combs might have got away with a little chicken wing there himself. Rebounded by Bray. In the lane, tries to go to Barker, throws it out of bounds. Actually, that's Bowman he tried to go to. Armstrong checking into the game for Rourke. Looks like Bryce coming up a little gimpy there.
Yeah, it does. I think it looks like he may have gotten an arm or an elbow or something in the mouth. It just making sure he's all right.
Earhart from the wing. Backdoor
Nice
cut by
look.
Combs for the lip. Assist to Earhart. Barker with the bump. I give that kid credit. He knows how to use his body to get a shot off.
He does.
Top of the key three by Cox. Bears are lighting it up from outside. Blocked by Armstrong. Combs starts the break. Gives it up to Cox. Goes all the way up high. Arcing shot. No good. Back. Shots blocked. Cox in the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong drives up and under with the left hand off the glass and in.
Glass. Beautiful shot by Armstrong.
67-41. Bears have stretched the lead to 26. Lewis. Down in the corner. Go to Bray. Shots blocked by Cox. Goes back up again. Blocked by Armstrong. Gets it back. Puts it in. Persistence. Earhart in the lane with the right hand.
Oh, and used his body.
That's one we need to see a replay of earlier.
Oh, my goodness.
If we've got the camera from behind the backboard, that shot is blocked by Combs.
They're going to get Kellen Marksbury.
First foul on Kellen. Team's first.
Here we got that
Switch
replay.
hands. Up with the left, over to the right.
It just such body control. It's what I was talking about earlier and how he's able to use his body to shield off the defender and get those shots. I mean, anybody that's ever been around Luke Earhart, it's not that he's small, but, compared to a lot of the players out there on court, especially players that are going to be in and around the basket, he's not that big of a guy. But just how much control he has and what he's able to, whether he's using his body, whether he's using the basket, whatever he's using, he finds ways to make sure that defender cannot do anything to affect his shot. And there's really, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody else out here that can do any better.
Got a timeout, 30-second timeout by Coach Marksbury. Coach Burns did call the 30-second timeout there.
Luke Earhart, 35 points so far in this game.
The only thing going to stop him from 50 is how long is Coach Burns going to let these guys play with a 25-point lead.
Well, and, this is something he's got to be careful of, and I'm sure he will be. This DOS team, they like to run just like Spencer County does, and they can easily get back into this game. They turn this into a track meet. So Spencer County got to keep the pressure up.
Barron gives it up. Wing three by Cox. No good. Ball tapped out of bounds. Stay with Spencer County. Armstrong will trigger in for the Bears. Easy layup by Barron.
That's just how you draw it up.
Now, that's 4 easy, wide open layups for the Bears here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Barker's shot, no good, rebounded by Baird. Keaton starts to break, left-hand dribble, goes over to Armstrong, falling out of bounds. Tap goes out to Cox, open for 3, it's good! 17 now for Cox. Bray blocked by Barron.
Going to stay with the Doss Dragons.
Adam Medley making his first appearance. Checking in for Kellen Marksbury.
Now, this is what this lead affords you if you're Coach Burns. You can go a little deeper into that bench now, get some guys some rest. You're not totally stripping the floor of your starters or anybody that puts a lot of minutes in for the varsity team.
3-point shot by Ross is good. Oh, Cox leaves that one behind the back pass. Another layup for the Dragons. 74-50. Medley will handle the point guard duties now for the Bears. Up to Barron on the wing. Had to open. Armstrong cutting. Barker with the steal. In for the layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Medley. Adam gets mugged by Radford.
They're going to call
they
the
finally
foul.
had to call something.
It'll be Radford's first.
First team foul.
I know we still got a lot of basketball left to play, Bo, but I have to mention 10 of 19 from three-pointers for Spencer County. Hit that double-digit mark, 53% from behind the arc tonight.
Armstrong from the wing. Backdoor cut to Baird for the layup. 6 wide open layups now for the Bears. I mean, nobody within 6 feet of them. They're going to try to take advantage of Adam here, I do believe.
Yeah, he's going to get the foul, and the basket counts.
Second team foul as Earhart and Rourke check into the game for Medley and Cox. And they complete the three-point play. 76-53. Barker with the steal. In the lane.
Did they get Rourke? Yep, they did. That's his third.
Third team foul on the Bears. Minute 12 left to go in this third quarter. Jumpers up and in. Bray's got a nice short game, John.
He does.
Anywhere that 8, 10, 12 foot range.
I wish I could hit a 56-degree wedge like that, you know.
It's going to go off Armstrong's foot, out of bounds.
Some unforced errors by Spencer County these last few trips, whether it was having a hard time getting down into their half court, situation right there, Armstrong dribbling off his foot. Little things like that Coach Burns, it'll drive him nuts, and he's going to want tightened up.
Timeout. South Oldham with 3.5 minutes left in third. Braylon Cunda with 4 quick points. Lady Bears lead 38-24. Quick pass out to Barron. Drives into lane. Goes over to Baird. Open for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Jackson. Gives it up to Barker. Barker going to get the foul on Barron.
Yep.
The basket is good. First foul on Drew Barron, team's 4th.
His first, team 4.
25-point lead now been cut to 19. Now 18. And now 16.
Turnovers starting to stack up for Spencer County. 9 turnovers by the Bears, 5 for Doss Dragons.
That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Spencer County 76, Doss 60. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Did you know Heirloom Traditions Paint has a new store right here in Spencer County? You can get all of the all-in-one paint products here to help you update most every surface inside and outside your home, along with some other great gift ideas and home accessories. We'll soon be opening our brand new store, offering homemade fudge, nuts, and daily fresh-made local offerings. Heirloom Traditions is proud to be a sponsor of Spencer County Athletics. Located at 35 Progressive Drive, open Monday through Saturday. Visit our website at allinonepaint.com to learn more.
Back here at Spencer County High School, we see some replays from that third quarter. John, third quarter where the Bears started out lightning quick, and then toward the end of the quarter, they kind of sputtered a little bit.
Got a little sloppy. We talked earlier in the game, earlier at halftime, turnover sitting at half. Spencer County only had 4 turnovers, committed 5 turnovers in the third quarter alone. So got a little bit sloppy with the basketball there towards the end of that. Something that they're going to try to clean up. Coach Burns, he won't put up with that very long. He's very much a very technical coach. He wants things to be done properly, fundamentals, and that's if that type of things if those things continue, players that are doing that are going to find themselves sitting watching the rest of this game.
Earhart from the corner, air ball, rebounded by Radford. Bray into the lane. Double pumps, got that shot blocked. I heard a lot of skin, but they're going to get a jump ball call. He'll stay with the Dragons. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Rourke. Gets it to Barron. Over to Earhart. Earhart from the wing. 3 is no good. Big time rebound by Jonathan Combs.
Going to get the foul on Powell. Tavon Powell. It's his first. Team second foul. Call foul on Jonathan
Combs. His first, team's 5th. Lady Bears now lead South Oldham 46-23. They've doubled them up. Another layup. Lead's being cut to 14 here. Earhart. It's over to Rourke. Guarded by Barker. Rourke in the lane. Up off the glass and in. His size, John, gives him the ability to do that over a lot of guards.
Yep. And Doss doing a great job, even though against something like that, they're taking advantage of some of these mistakes that Spencer County's making, some defensive breakdowns, some turnovers.
Going to get a reach-in foul on Doss with Bray down there hit another little short jumper.
Be the second foul will be on Anthony Jackson. The team's 3rd foul. Keaton Baird comes out. Kellen Marksbury checks in for him.
Combs from the corner. They'll give that to him. He'll take it for 3. 11th three-pointer for the Bears. Barker from the wing, guarded by Marksbury. Dribbles, gets to the free throw line, gives it up to Ross up with the right hand. That's a nice move there by Cam Ross.
Doss, that's what I'm talking about. Such a great job off the dribble.
Rourke, tap from behind by Radford. It's going to go out of bounds. Cam Cox will check into the game for Drew Barron. Coach Burns with his starters now back out on the floor. 6:01 left to go in the ball game. Bears lead by 15, 81-66. Led by as many as 25 in that third quarter. But down low, Combs, fake, back to that little baby hook.
Oh, I love it. Love that shot. Makes 11 points for Jonathan Combs in this game.
Fourth Bear to reach double figures. Barker is up. I don't know what they want Combs to do there. Don't count that basket by Barker. Second foul on Jonathan Combs. Team's sixth foul.
That's another one of those anticipation calls right there, Bo. That was something where they were just ready to make that call, thinking there was going to be contact down there, blowing the whistle, and Jonathan Combs is just coming out on the wrong side of it.
Timeout by Coach Allender of Doss. Full timeout. Each coach now with 3 timeouts remaining into 4. 5.5 minutes to go, John. Bears lead once was 25, now been cut to 15, 83-68.
Yeah, and it's something that I'm sure is driving Coach Burns crazy. Still doing a lot of good things if you're the Spencer County Bears. Rebounds still lead 24-14. Turnovers are the thing that's kind of hurt them, though. Again, I mentioned there in that third quarter, committed 5 turnovers. Only had 4 going into the locker room at halftime. 5 turnovers committed that, and that's something that Coach Burns is going to go nuts about. I'm sure that's something they're going to hear about in practice, but then looking back at three-pointers, let's get back to the good things. Spencer County 11-23 from three-pointer, 48%, shooting 62% from the floor. Great percentages for them. Looking down at the other end, Doss, they're 5 of 14 from three-pointer, which we talked about this being a long-range shootout. 36% from three-pointer, 47% from the field. And so Doss, even though they're getting some good looks from some of these dribble drives here lately, making these little bit of runs that they're getting sometimes, whether it's the beginning of a quarter or late in the quarter, they're still struggling on that offensive side to be able to get the basket through the hoop.
Actually, like 47% field goals and 36% from long range. Most coaches will take that any day. Up and under again by Earhart. That gives him 37 on the night. Short jumper there is good by Barker. Backdoor cut, Marksbury. Cox, corner 3. No good. Tap, rebounded by Marksbury. He goes back up and in, and the foul.
Kellen Marksbury amongst the trees.
Second foul on Quentin Shaw. Team's fourth foul.
Cameron Ross checking back in for Doss. Coach Allender still trying to find an answer on the inside. Spencer County, although they've done great shooting outside the arc, Bo, you mentioned it earlier in that third quarter, just multiple times getting underneath the basket, easy layups. They got to find a way to shut them down on the inside.
Barker guarded by Marksborough. Look to take him off the dribble. Here's the ball up. Go to Radford. Back out it goes to Lewis. Ross, top of the key. Over in the corner. Pump fake. 16-footer. No good. Rourke had his hands on it.
It's going to be Spencer County ball.
Spencer County ball.
4:22 left to go in the game, and you see an offensive set like that from Doss. Still do a great job handling the basketball, moving the basketball around well, but we're also getting to the point where, Bo, they don't have that kind of time to waste on their offense.
Oh, Luke got hit right in the face on that one. Coach Allender yelling at his players to take a charge, don't reach.
That
Luke
foul's
took one across the chops.
Yeah, that foul's on Anthony Jackson from Doss. That's his third foul, team's fifth.
.323 left to go in the ball game. Spencer County girls lead South Oldham 55-27.
Not trying to count my chickens or anything, but that's you pretty well close the books on that game from the sounds of it.
Yep. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Bray. Goes back up. John, that little 8-10 footer by Bray. He's made a living. He's got 26 for Leachwan Bray.
He does. And you know, it's a great shot. It's a shot that oftentimes we talk about Spencer County players wishing they would take.
Rourke in for the easy layup. 8 for Bryce. Turnaround jump shot is up, no good. Tap rebounded by Earhart. Earhart starts to break for the Bears. Away. Barker behind the back dribble. Gives it up to Bray. Bray into lane. Back with the reverse.
It's a nice drive.
Cox in the lane. Easy deuce.
Spencer County approaching triple digits. Boy, I'd love to see it tonight, Bo.
I would too. 2:46 left to go.
Foul number 30 is third. Team 7.
Bray at the line, connects on the first. Word I'm getting from South Oldham is the 7 players for the Bears scored tonight. As of right now, they are up by 18. By 28, excuse me.
That's a good win for the Spencer County Lady Bears. I know it was a game. Wow. Coach Howie worries about
Earhart
every game. But
in for the layup. 41 now for Luke Earhart. It's what he had last year against Collins.
Which reminds me.
Cox to Marksbury, up and in.
That was a nice look. Stay with us after the game. We will have the Kelly Hubbock coaches interview. We will also have the Brown Realty player of the game. And so far, Bo, there's not much doubt in my mind who my vote's going towards.
Ross, top of the key three is good. 97-80, 2:10 left to go. Rourke gives it up to Earhart. Luke, no look pass, goes down to Rourke. They give him the three, he doesn't take it, drives in the lane, that's short. That shot would have went in, that would have been 5 Bears in double figures. And that three is good by Bray. We're going to get a 30-second timeout by Doss.
30-second timeout.
Boy, I want it, Bo. I want to see that 100 points. But no, you talking about the Lady Bears with South Oldham. That's a good win. You know, and obviously, Coach Howie, it doesn't matter who he's playing, he's always nervous about him. And I'm fine with that. I actually appreciate that about him because he doesn't take anybody for granted. But coming into this week, actually coming into the Grant County game, and then with South Oldham and then Anderson County Friday night, he felt like those could be games that they could easily fall in all three of them.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that before the Grant County game here Saturday. That as at the time number 1, number 4, and number 3 in the 8th region. Armstrong for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Cox. Cox gives it up to Armstrong. That ball's slapped away. Ross goes all the way in for the layup.
Oh, they want it too.
They want it too.
No, they want it.
Earhart Goes in for the layup. That's no good, but he'll step to the free throw line with 1:16 left to go.
Down to a 12-point lead. Doss doing everything they can to get back into this ball game. And this was a team that we knew would give Spencer County a rough way to go. I mean, we were talking about it before the game when it come to the teams that they played, some of the teams that they beat, some of the teams that they had even lost to, but lost very close games to. And then, of course, Cameron Ross being with the team for the last 5 games and what they were able to do with him being on the court. This is a team that their district play, their regional play, all those schools that they deal with better look out because they can shut them all down.
Ross again, top of the key. No good. Cox had his hand on the ball and his foot out of bounds. I'm sure that's going to be Dragon basketball.
Yeah. Minute 2.
Latest update, Lily Hughes gets her first varsity basket for the Lady Bears. Rebounded by Cox. Going to get a foul on number 4, Terrius Lewis. That's his first.
That's team 7th right there. That'll put Camden Cox at the line for the one in the bonus.
.2 seconds left. Bears trying to hit the century mark for I know they've done it in the times that I've not been here. I used to not come to as many games as I do now, of course, but I don't think I've ever seen them hit 100.
I haven't personally seen it.
And he misses. Earhart fights for the rebound. Bray into the lane. Walked.
They're going to call Armstrong for the foul.
and count the basket.
It's going to be Armstrong's first foul. Be team's 8th. That'll put Bray to the line for the one in the bonus.
Bray with 33 now for the Dragons. That's no good. Ball tapped around. Shot up, blocked. Picked up by Cox. Cox out to Earhart, in for the layup.
And there it is!
Barker. 3-point shot is up. No good. Rebounded by the Dragons.
18
seconds left. Give it to Ross. He loses it out of bounds. Spencer County ball. Final score from South Oldham. Spencer County Lady Bears 57. South Oldham Dragons 34. Bears will be content with dribbling out the clock now.
They got that.
They hit the century mark. And that'll do it. Your final score, Spencer County 101, Doss 87.
And like I said earlier, stay with us. We will have the Kelly Hubbard coaches interview. We will also have the Brown Realty Player of the Game interview. And Bo, I don't know. I don't know if I care if you have a vote tonight or not. In my opinion, Luke Earhart, 45 points in this game, 5 of 11 from three-pointer. He's got to be up here with us tonight.
Absolutely. Kind of hard to argue anything any different. But I mean, you look down the line, Cam Cox, 19 points tonight for Cox.
Yeah,
I mean,
great night for him. Jonathan Combs, 11. Keaton Baird with 10. But, I mean, goodness.
A missed Bryce Rourke layup there in the fourth quarter from having 5 players in double figures.
Yeah. Spencer County having 4 players in double figures, so does Doss. And that's something to keep in mind, too. A great game played by the Doss Dragons. 12 points for Cameron Ross, 12 points for Keyshawn Bowman, 20 points for Marcus Barker, 33 points LaTuan Bray had tonight. Awesome game for that young man. 33 points, 5 rebounds, and just an incredible effort by him.
That was a single game record for Spencer County.
The 45 points. At least that's what we've heard. 45 points, Luke Earhart, single game record.
John and I write down a few notes here as we get ready for our Brown Realty Player of the Game.
But yeah, I'm sure it won't be long. We'll be seeing somebody up here pretty quick, I imagine, after that. Coach Burns be probably pretty quick in the locker room here to talk about it. But still, as we look at some of these stats, of course, final score, but Spencer County, 11 of 25 from three-pointer. They were 30 from 41 from the field, shot 62% from the field.
41 made field goals tonight by the Spencer County Bears, 41 to 66.
Yeah. 11 of 25, 44% from three. Just an epic night when you start going through some of these stats for the Bears and what they were able to do as a team. Rebounds, 27 rebounds to Dawson's 17, and that's something that we talked earlier in the game that Spencer County was going to have to try to take care of. They were going to have to try to add those extra possessions. We felt like it could be a shootout, and at times it was. It wasn't necessarily the outside shot for the Doss Dragons that, was helping them so much as it was the dribble drive effort that they had in being able to get the ball into the lane and get those shots off. But still, Spencer County with 10 more rebounds than Doss gives them that many more opportunities. 10 turnovers for Spencer County, 7 turnovers for Doss. And so, pretty evened up with that. Assists, though, that's another huge category that we always like to talk about. 17 assists for the Spencer County Bears tonight, 5 for Doss. You go across these stats, you could talk about any of them.
Yeah, it's just a big-time offensive output tonight from the Bears, like something I haven't seen here at Spencer County in ever.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it's happened several times, but it's not one that I've seen. 62% from the field, man. That's
and here we got. We'll need. It's over there on the table, Bo. Sorry, we're trying to get our gear together here. We got Luke Earhart coming up here with us right now. I figured it would be pretty quick. Can you hear us, Luke? You hear us? Better? Okay.
All right, Luke, you're a Brown Realty Player of the Game tonight. 45 points tonight, single game Spencer County record. Going in the record books, my brother.
Unreal stat. See if you can get that. Yeah, there you go.
Well, you can't really tell when you're out there on the court, I thought we were going to pull away from them. I thought I was done by the third quarter, but...
No.
Well, I told John back during the third quarter, I said the only thing that's going to keep him from getting 50 tonight is how long is Coach Burns going to let you play.
Yeah.
And then they started, you got up by 25, they started creeping back into it.
Yeah. Like I said, I thought we were done by the third quarter, but, you still got to show up and play even when teams go on runs. Basketball's a game of runs, so anything can happen. So I'm thankful for the opportunity and blessed.
5 of 11 from three-pointer, but I'm not even worried about talking about the three-pointers tonight. Of course, we had mentioned, if you go back and watch the game, we talked about it before the game, knowing that Doss is an outside shooting team, or can be, and knowing what you guys are as an outside shooting team, we felt like it was almost the first team to double digits with the three-pointers, which you guys did make tonight. I want to talk about these dribble drives and the effort you were able to make under the basket. It is so impressive to watch you be able to go in there, use your body, use the hoop to shield things, and I think you caught Doss completely off guard by all that.
Thank you, yeah. Once you start knocking down threes, players are going to fall for that little pump fake a lot more. I know I got him a few times on it, just kind of jab, pump fake, he gets up in the air, and that gives me an advantage at the rim. Just got to finish at that point.
And you go in there, you're comfortable using either hand at that point.
Yeah, definitely am. I prefer, I don't really have a hand I prefer, really. It just depends on just how I'm feeling that night. Might scoop it with the right or scoop it with the left,
Yeah. Well, 45 points, should have been 47. Go back. We have the replay at the end of the first quarter. Should have been a goaltend in that first quarter on that one shot that got blocked. But we have it. The ball's above the hoop. It's coming down, but yeah, it did get called that way. But still very impressive night. Coming into this game, of course, you know there was a few different guys from Doss that you guys were going to have to take care of on the outside. You know, I personally didn't really think about their dribble drive game and what they were able to do to you guys and trying to come back on you in that first half. What kind of adjustments did you make to slow them down, or at least try to?
Well, you know, we switched back and forth from zone to man, just trying to switch them up a little bit, try to force them to shoot a lot more threes. 10 and number 3 on the other team, man, they're a heck of players. You know, they were hitting difficult shots. I mean, there's not much you're gonna do but to stop that besides just score more points, basically.
Well, you talk about number 10. It's LaTuan Bray from over there. 33 points that he had for Doss tonight. And then number 3, Marcus Barker, 20 points of his own. And so those two, we knew coming into the game, those were two guys that you guys were going to have to watch. Great job shutting them down on the outside. I mean, it was just, wow, what a game. And the triple digits, we knew you all wanted it just as bad as we wanted it. But that easy layup at the end to get that to the 101, that had to feel good.
Yeah, when Cam threw it to me, I knew it was wide open, so I thought, pull this out, and I saw the 99. I thought, nah, we can't.
The only thing,
hold off.
If you would have threw it down, that was all we needed to see.
So coming up Friday night, you have what I would probably call the biggest game left on your regular season schedule. That's going to, there's 4 teams now that's sitting at 2-1 in the district, and this being your last district game. You know, Anderson County, a team in the past that has finished in that 4 or 5 spot in the district. Whole different ball game this year with them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to expect. I mean, districts are always competitive, but just hearing about the season they've had it's going to be a lot more of a challenge this year.
A lot of film this week.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Luke, man, we appreciate it. Get out there and celebrate, man.
Yeah.
You are the single-game record holder for Spencer County basketball for points in a game. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great game, sir.
Thank you.
Luke Earhart, our Brown Realty player of the game, and now we get Coach Burns in here for a quick word.
Get him all wired up, mic'd up, everything.
45 points for Luke. You're not the star of the show tonight.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a cool thing. He had a little brother yesterday, so and scored 45. So yeah, nice.
Well, that's what I had to tell him, and I'm sure you'll go back and watch the game. Between first and second quarter, when we came back from break, we had a replay. There was a goaltend on the other end that wasn't called. That would have gave him 47. So, we have to throw that little asterisk beside it, but great game by him.
Coach, what an offensive clinic you guys had. 62% from the field, 11 of 25 threes, 41 field goals made tonight. That's
yeah.
I mean, have you scored 100 since you've been here?
I haven't. No, it's funny. Just like last week, he said, it'd be nice if we scored 100 points, but
well, and the guys
just made an 8-year-old happy. So
yeah, well, I mean that last minute or two, the guys on the floor, you could tell they wanted it.
Yeah. I'm more upset that we scored. That's probably the most points we've ever given up since I've been here too. So take one for that one too.
And I would expect to hear that from you, because we were talking to Luke Earhart where Barker with 20 points in the game, LaTuan Bray with 33. Yeah. And just how they were able to cut you guys up a little bit with some of that dribble drive type of things they were doing. And knowing you and knowing the way you are, that's what you're going to be focusing on this.
Yeah, I will give them credit. They were mid-range jumpers. It was like a good thing they were.
we talked about that. That Bray had from 12 to 15 feet.
Oh, yeah.
One dribble pull-up, he was dead.
We did talk about, like, his coach was like, at this point, our only option is double team him. And then they're just going to kick it out and hit threes. So it was kind of I don't know. I guess it was kind of a trade-off. But
yeah.
So you talk about the 86 points, a 25-point lead. We talked about it during the third quarter. The only thing going to keep Luke from getting 50 tonight is how long are you going to play him?
I think we all got a little tired there, too, because there weren't a whole lot of fouls. And it just kept going and going and going. And
they made the comeback there. They cut the lead from 25 back down to 12.
Yeah, we just got a little lackadaisical there after we called the timeout, just to kind of recognize his 1,000 points. But luckily we were able to get it back there towards the end. I think the 100 points had a little motivation. That kind of actually helped us there.
Yeah.
Like, let's go get some easy buckets. So.
Yeah, and the last one that Luke was able to get, just the pass out. I mean,
Yeah,
you could see the grin on his face as he's
Yeah.
putting it up. That was awesome. But great effort tonight. Great game played tonight. Of course, we haven't had a chance to talk to you. The Collins game was a rough game.
Yeah.
Grant County though the following day, and
we played well. Yeah. Collins is really good. We had maybe a little bit of off night, some kids, and just we just never matched their physicality. And we did in the second half. We got back at it, and we were, ball was moving, and we were kind of matched, and we just too big of a hole.
Well, and I've even had the chance to talk to a few of the players since that game, and I even told them, forget the first half, remember the second, and build off of it. Because
I tell you what, too, like we were beat up after that game.
Yeah.
Like Saturday, it was kind of back and forth, and there at the end, it was like everybody took a deep breath and said, "We get to go home and not practice on Sunday." So.
But speaking of practice, we were talking to Luke about Friday night. Got a big game coming up.
Yep.
4 teams, 2-1. It seems like this happened last year and the year before. And it's every year. This has got to be, if not one of the toughest districts to get out of in the state.
Yeah, I sure would like it to be 4 teams, but going back to that, and even that would still be tough. But it is tough, but like at the end of the day, it's also really fun. Like we always talk about, like Mike Leach always said, there's nothing easy. It's not fun doing something that's easy.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot more fun with something hard, and it's definitely hard. So
we talked about it last week. There's a very good possibility if you got the 1 or whoever gets the 1 could face a 4 seed in
Collins,
Woodford County. As their 4 seed.
Right.
I
think that's pretty much we'll see one of those two. So
So talking about, again, Friday night, I'm sure you've had the opportunity to maybe look at a little bit of film. What do you see from Anderson County?
No, they're really good. They're undefeated at home. They shoot the ball really well. I got 4 kids that can really light it up. They're tough and disciplined and really well coached, and maybe not as they don't have the size and quite the physicality of Collins, but they play that same level just as hard, and they get up after you. And Brian Hyatt yells and screams. You can hear him across the gym, and the kids take after that. It's going to be it's like the 1 year. It's been a 1 possession game, in 3 of our 4 district games. I swear, like the last 5 or 6 years. So I really wouldn't expect anything different. So
really big night Friday night.
We won't be able to call the game, but we're both planning on being there.
Yeah,
so
we're going to make the trip over there for both the boys and the girls games.
I'm sure it'll be a packed house.
I bet it will.
It'll be a good environment.
Well, Coach, we'll let you get out of here. Congratulations on victory tonight. And
all right,
good luck
it.
Friday, man. Let's go get that district win.
Go Bears. Go Bears.
There we go. Raising them right.
Coach Jason Burns and our Kelly Hubbock coaches interview. And, John, what a night offensive. What an offensive performance tonight by the Spencer County Bears. Again,
we've seen some flashes of brilliance from this offense from time to time or from individual players, but to see that team go out there and do what they did, 4 different players in double figures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different players scoring for the Bears tonight. You just couldn't ask for much better. 62% from the field, 44% from behind the arc. That's just the way it is. You can't ask for much better than that. And that in itself, I guarantee there's going to be a lot of coaches out there see this score and see what Spencer County was able to do on offense. And this was going to be used by a lot of coaches to try to scout this Spencer County Bear team.
So that'd be all for me and John tonight, but I'm just going to say a couple things here on our way out the door. Luke Earhart, 1,000 career points tonight.
Yep.
Luke Earhart, 45 points, single game record at Spencer County tonight. Spencer County, 62% field goals, 44% from three-point range, and hit the century mark. 101-87 victory over Doss. And, John, that we don't have anything the rest of the week here at GHP Sports.
But then there's next week.
Next week we are extremely busy. The next time you see us will be 7:15 on Tuesday.
Yep.
It'll be the girls against Shelby, but we will be we'll have the girls games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the boys games on Friday and Saturday.
That's right.
Next week. So the Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday games will be at 7:30. John and I will be on at 7:15. And the Saturday game on the 4th will be at 5:30. John and I will be on at 5:15.
Yep.
So that's all we have from here at Spencer County High School. Again, your final score, Spencer County 101, DOS 87. We'll see you Tuesday night here on GHP Sports.